What are those, dude?
You get some fresh whites?
They think
Got the white Crocs on.
With the fur.
God,
These are my indoor.
Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them.
Got the Crocs with the fur.
I looked over and I'm like, damn, I need sunglasses. What is that? Like Crocs staring at me in the face.
These things are money.
They won't last long. He'll end up wearing them.
Cutting the grass or something.
Wearing the work.
You better start walking on concrete only with them.
No, these are indoor. These are indoor only Crocs and only on turf.
Even got the fur on the inside.
These are my winter Crocs, man. I'm ready for the cold.
I don't think you're supposed to wear white after Labor Day. Isn't that like a thing?
Fuck that.
Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, I think it's white pants though.
White? Is it white pants?
I think so.
Oh, you hit him with the white pants and the white.
No, I think it's white.
Shirt
It's a white hat
with the Croc drip. Get him.
Need to get some Gucci slide Crocs.
You got the army green with the white Crocs on right now. Man, looking fresh.
All right, enough of the Croc talk.
How about Jaden Daniels? Let's talk about Jaden a little bit. What a performance! 2 straight games, not a single punt. 2 straight games. That's insane.
I got to give it to him.
That's good.
21 of 23.
And he hasn't had a turnover all season.
I don't even think he sniffed a turnover. I don't even think there's been one that's been like dropped or deflected.
He's had a fumble.
Did he fumble?
Yeah, but it didn't. They got it back.
He does still take a lot of hits, though. It's a little concerning.
He slid on that one play, and the coaches were like, "Great job!"
Exactly. Yeah. But he also got like pinballed on probably 4 or 5 other runs.
Yeah. No, he looked good.
He's good, dude.
He was definitely throwing the ball downfield too, which I wanted to see more of from the previous weeks.
Terry was streaking down the field too. Yep. It's only a matter of time before those two start clicking.
And I loved it because he finally got Terry involved heavy on the offense.
Gave him some shots.
You know, Jaden's got the number 1 completion percentage in the league right now.
Yep.
He went 21 for 23.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, the first 2 games
for 250.
The first 2 games, he didn't throw the ball downfield at all. So his completion percentage should be good.
Yards.
If you ain't number 1 is number 1. If you ain't first, you're last. I'll take it.
I mean,
I'm not even.
They're not making him do a whole lot. They're just keeping it simple until he gets his feet wet. And I'll tell you what, if I'm the Bears front office, I'm probably kicking myself right now.
Yeah, I listened to the Junkies this morning.
A lot of talk about that.
They were all thanking whoever the GM of the Bears was for skipping over him.
EB was loving it this morning.
Yeah,
he was all about it.
I'd like to give a shout out to old Siebert.
Oh, Siebert.
He got you some cash.
Plus
the only bet I hit last night.
Is that another kicker?
Yeah,
it's y'all's
it's the Commander's kicker.
There's something there.
You're lucky you got that because they were just scoring touchdowns, so it was mostly extra points.
Yeah.
That's true.
You got that field goal towards like the 4th quarter, maybe?
I think it was in the third.
They put it over
towards the end of the third.
Let's talk. Do we think the Commanders have a chance of winning the division if Daniels continues to play?
If he plays like he did last night, 100%.
The thing is,
I just don't know.
Every team in the NFC East, their defense is struggling, dude. The Eagles' defense is struggling. The Cowboys' defense is struggling. The Giants are the Giants. And even though the Commanders were putting up a lot of points yesterday, Burrow just came back and even the run game was just off, like running over us completely. They drove it down the field every single drive.
Yeah, the difference in that game last night was the Bengals' red zone offense.
Yeah, couldn't get it in. Yeah, they couldn't get it in.
But if they scored just one of those field goals and touchdowns, y'all would have lost that game. And you would have scored, what'd you score, 38?
38 total points, yeah.
Yeah, you could have lost that game and scoring 38 points. So, and then the Bengals missed a field goal in the beginning of the game, and then they had to go for 2, which they didn't get. So there's 4 points right there. I mean, as good as they played, that defense is a problem. It could have cost you if the Bengals kicker, just gotten at least those 4 points.
Mm-hmm. Well, next week or this week they have the Cardinals, then the Browns, and the Ravens.
Cardinals should be a good game.
They're tough, yeah.
I think
they're going to score.
It could be 3 tough games.
That I feel like that would be another high scoring game.
Yeah.
They had them at, was it at right now, the over under? I think I heard on the Junkies this morning it was like 40 and a half.
50 and a half. Yeah.
Now it's 50.
I think it opened at 50.
Oh, wow.
Arizona is getting 3.
Maybe it was 50 and a half because they were saying it's
At
probably
Arizona?
47 when it
At
opened.
Arizona.
Should be
50
good.
and a half.
Pound the over.
I feel like 2 running quarterbacks, they're going to be like, they're going to make a statement on who's the better running quarterback. So I think there's going to be a lot of rushing yards by those 2
I
QBs.
agree. I like that.
Because they're just going to, it's almost like a piss and match. One wants to fucking run around, scramble, score a rushing touchdown. The other one's going to be like, oh, okay, I got you.
It's going to be like a college track meet.
Yes.
Is what I see it.
Yes. So Kyler and Daniels, anytime touchdowns and over rushing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to put Marvin Harrison in my fantasy lineup this week. He'll probably have a good game.
100%. Anybody
Another
starting against
2
the
touchdown
Commanders
game.
must start.
Dude, I'm telling you what, after seeing that fucking dude hit that 3-leg first touchdown score.
Oh man, that makes me want to hammer that.
That kind of
too.
makes me just want to just do a 3-legged and do like 3 or 4 of them for like $30 each,
Yeah.
It's worth it.
and just see if you can just get lucky.
One of those a season.
And I mean, it's not going to be that. I mean, I'm just going to go after. I'm going to pick the studs. Jamar Chase, James Cook. For the Bills.
The chalk.
Yeah, the chalk, because
But it also depends
I
on.
only need to hit one time. And if you do it all year long,
Yeah.
That was first.
yeah, first.
Yeah, the first touchdown score.
And I mean,
But it all depends on who has the ball first, though, too, because they were talking about that. If
yeah, but
the Commanders would have got the ball first, they could have very easily went down the field and scored. And
that's
that,
part of the luck.
I know that bet would have been dead, but they got the ball first, and at that point, when you see that he's got the ball first, like, oh man, this is looking really good.
$250 on a 3-leg parlay is not that crazy, and he won $111,000. And probably the other than Amari, the other 2 were probably the favorite anytime or first touchdown score. So it's not like he was picking like some long shots.
You got 250 on that?
$250.
$250.
117.
That's a decent.
Would you have cashed out at $11K though?
I would not have.
I would have.
No.
I'll take that money.
I feel
30
like it
or
gets
40.
back-
I would have.
I feel like it gets
11,000
back
is
to what we
insulting.
were saying. Like you have to at least see the start of the game before you cash it out.
11,000 is insulting.
I'll take a no stress 11 grand any day.
Yeah, but you would literally be on suicide watch.
No, I would not.
If Chase scores that first
No, I
touchdown.
wouldn't. I'd be on suicide watch if my greedy ass waited and he didn't score and I lost $250. I'd be on suicide watch.
Nah.
I feel like though, if you're losing $250, I don't know.
No,
like if you're betting that, you should already be confident in the bet, and you're already okay with it losing if neither of the 2 hit to begin with. But yeah, I mean it's $11K though. I mean you're still getting a lot of good profit off of it.
But what?
Okay, if you do a 2-leg and it's only for 11K, it's like the same thing.
But I don't think the cash out would have been that much.
No,
It was 11,000. The cash
I'm saying
out.
if it was only after 2 scored, yeah, and he was waiting on Chase, yeah, it was $11K. That could go either way.
I wouldn't have taken it.
Yeah.
I couldn't live with myself.
You are almost done betting because you didn't cash out over $200.
I
You're
know.
saying you wouldn't cash out 11 grand?
This guy's on a different level than Tony. He's betting $250 on a DGen parlay.
I don't know.
I mean, if you're up 5-10 grand on the year, yeah, splash around on some long shots with $250.
But
But
if you're not, you wouldn't take that 11 grand?
Mine was a
No.
$200 bet on
Let's
just
say
a
you're
2-leg.
down $2,000 and they give you $11,000 payday, you would say no, I'm good.
I would say no.
I think I'm more sick about the situation because I literally was selfish about $60. I could have cashed it out and been $60 less, not fucking $106,000.
You lost $106,000.
No, I'm saying like with
This guy.
with the situation with this guy.
Yeah.
Like he had $250. They gave him a disrespectful $11K cash out. With my cash out, it was that I think it was either $150 or $200 that I played for just a 2-leg parlay for TCU to win -2.5 and the over of 46.5, whatever. The over was easy. but I was literally watching it, and they gave me the cash out of $60 less than the actual payout ticket. So that's what I'm kicking myself about, because I could have had it easily. Fuck $60.
Bird in the hand's worth more than
I know.
push.
I loved the whole situation he was in though. He was at the bar with like 4 people.
Oh,
screaming
that's dream
like
scenario.
that was awesome.
That's when your first 2 legs hit, you hit the boys up. You're like, hey, this has a shot. Let's go to the bar.
So if you hit for $117,000 and you're in this fucking dive bar with 3 other people and your 2 buddies or your 1 buddy or whatever, what are you doing at that point if you win $117,000?
Well, coming from a guy who's won not that much, but have won big parlays, I'm trying to catch my breath first.
Yeah.
Because my head was spinning and I only won fucking, a quarter of that.
One of the guys in one of the text groups I'm in, they were like, well, I will buy out the bar, the entire. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I would take that money right to MGM, put fucking 10 grand on 000 and 10 grand on fucking black and let it ride. I'll ride my fucking hot hand at that point instead of a fucking hangover. Fuck that. And buying drinks for people that could give a shit less about your winning.
I don't think you would do that.
I would definitely do that.
That's dumb.
Definitely do
I
that.
wouldn't suggest putting it on 000.
Fuck that. Why not?
Put it on black.
No, I would put 10K on black. And I'll put fucking 10K on 000.
What I would
That's
do.
your Christmas money, Tony.
Red 11.
I would still have plenty of money for Christmas if I hit for $117,000.
I would obviously get shit faced that night. I would go home. The next morning, I would take the day off. I'll take the week off. I would immediately book a trip the next morning when I got up and had a clear mind. And I would go somewhere for a week.
Oh, I have an 11-day European vacation. I don't know where, somewhere.
No, and we're all going. I'll probably budget that. I'll spend up, $25,000 on. I think that should cover everybody, right?
Tony's going to
Maybe not to Europe, but
Tony's
we can go to the Bahamas.
Oh yeah, Bahamas. Do it all inclusive.
We can go to. We can go.
You know
to,
where I wouldn't be
Cancun
going?
for cheap.
Do you know where I wouldn't be going? Disney.
That's because that would cost $35,000.
Oh yeah.
Tony's going to Monte Carlo to a Monte Carlo casino to put it on 000.
I would go to the dirtiest fucking casino for sure.
I would.
Dude, that night we were in Puerto Rico, that casino we were in Puerto Rico, that was fun, dude.
That was fun. I would love to see Tony hit a big one because can you just imagine Tony all fucking Gucci'd up with some Gucci slides, just fucking.
I would
feeling
not have
himself.
Gucci slides.
Yes, you would.
No, I would not.
You'll get a Rolex.
I'm not
Get a grill?
I'm not a fashionista like that, dude.
Grill.
Would I get a grill? Yeah. No, I would not get a grill.
That'd be awesome.
I get a watch. I get a nice Rolex.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker
sure.
be looking like Post Malone out here.
No, I'm not a flashy guy like that, man.
Not yet.
I wear the same fucking clothes I've been wearing since 2010, bro.
Have the Dwight Yoakam drip.
Yeah,
Snakeskin cowboy.
yeah. Still got my wardrobe from the 90s, brother.
I'm the same way as you, Tony. I
don't need what I need a stylist.
I have old clothes. I hate shopping for new clothes.
Well, you're Amanda's kind of a stylist, so like Amanda is your stylist.
That's true.
You just
That's true. She would definitely buy me a whole new wardrobe.
What she means is she's going to have a stylist.
Yeah,
you're going to be wearing the same clothes.
Probably. That's all right.
that money.
As long as I get
spent.
my Rolex.
What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
Yeah, I know how to dress myself. Like I would love to have like flashy clothes like that, but I'm not a flashy guy. I really don't. I would not buy fucking Gucci slippers now. I don't need them for what? For what? They're just going to get dirty. My fucking dog's probably going to eat it. Yeah, I don't even know how to store Gucci slippers. How do you store them?
Can you imagine if Riggs ate
That's Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis, how do you store your Gucci slides, brother?
You put them right beside your Vans.
Yeah, the Vans on top of them, stuffed in a basket.
Seriously.
I'll tell you what.
They are balling. They are balling as shit thow. These things are sweet.
If some of these,
I wouldn't wear them either, but they look good on you.
if these Brolays don't start hitting, you might have to sell them Gucci slides.
Hey, my boy keeps hitting. We're good.
Dennis has a boy now.
I got a guy.
You got a guy.
Secret guy.
The guy is not a secret guy.
No, he started off slow. I don't tell him in baseball, but Tony's got a secret guy.
I got a secret guy. That's not a secret.
That dude is red hot.
Yeah.
He wasn't hot last night on the Jags.
No.
Well,
I don't think anybody was. I think everybody also.
I will say he's a Jags fan. He told us straight up. He's like, I'm a Jags fan. He's about everything I'm seeing, like all the numbers, like what they're giving you, especially like the videos that you sent of, road teams coming in off a 0-2 start. Like that all makes sense, especially for a 5.5 point spread.
I think,
and the Bills haven't really been doing much.
Honestly, but he's been so hot. When I saw he picked the Jags as well, I was kind of like, fuck. Because I'm like, he's going to lose.
This will be his one loss this week.
Yeah, he's going to
I thought the same thing.
Well, I thought the same thing when he said the Panthers, and I was like, I do not want to touch that. And then y'all had the Panthers too, and I'm like, fuck. And then I was dealing with the whole McDonald's DoorDash situation. I was not able to get in, but now I'm kicking myself because if I would have put in for that and hit, the Jags really wouldn't have mattered.
That would have been easy money too. They rolled.
A lot of people on the Broncos too when they rolled. That was a no sweat.
That was a good one too.
Did y'all see that Bo Nix video I sent you?
Yeah, that was
like, give us the details about that interception. He's like, drop back and threw it to the other team.
as simple as that.
I love it.
Yeah, he was cool.
Some of their questions are like, what do you want me to say?
I mean, they're just reaching.
Yeah.
But
everybody had the Jags. A lot of people lost on the Jags this week.
And that's the thing too. Like, just because you lose doesn't mean it was a bad bet.
100%.
No.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I mean, every bet can be a bad bet if it don't win.
And bad bets can win.
Yeah.
It's done. Like, if the public's 88% on one team, like, that's kind of risky because the casinos don't build themselves. So keep that in mind. You might win. Even you can get hot just betting dumb shit. Stick with the process. Trust the plan. Trust your gut.
Yeah, it'll be all good.
Fade the Brolay.
Man, it looks so nice. My brother-in-law was also texting me last night because he saw the Brolay and he put in on it. And he texted me. He was like, if this dies on 1 yard, this will be tough.
Did he say who? That's why I put the names in next to him.
He don't care about that.
Who the hell?
But I was like, all I care about right now is Jamar Chase getting one more fucking catch so it can seal it. And he didn't.
I was just hoping at the very least we'd see somebody draw from the jar.
Yeah, I would have
almost did.
Yeah.
We haven't even drawn from the jar in like 3 weeks. We haven't even gotten to 3.
Should we draw?
We've had a lot of 2s.
Yeah.
And some 0s.
And yeah, we had the 1-0. That was ugly.
No, 2 in a row.
Should we draw 4 from the jar today and then let the fans pick what the next punishment is?
No. Not until we lose.
Yeah, no.
1 loser.
You got to earn your right to get to the jar.
We don't want to keep like jinxing ourselves either. Like grabbing from the jar. We're already expecting to lose now. We don't want that. We want to win. We just want a winning ticket. That would have been so nice. $900 some in our Brolay bank.
So early.
Just a ride.
Yeah, we could have rode out a long time with the 900.
Yeah.
It's still week 3.
Week 3.
I'm just not a very superstitious person.
Last night too was such a golden opportunity in both games because you had 50 points in the Bills game and 70 in last night was a prop bettor's dream.
Right.
Yeah.
And
there's only 2 games, so you're only plucking from those 2 high scoring games. You're not,
we just
missed.
Yeah.
Schwarber home run. Let's go. Let's go. Oh.
Tony's sweating out a MLB home run.
All right. I got 2 tickets right now.
2 tickets
boys.
to paradise.
All right.
You got to cash out?
Trey Turner's going to mess mine all up.
Hear me out, boys.
Here we go.
It was a 3-leg parlay, home run parlay. I got 2 of them. One of the tickets was Kyle Schwarber secured it. Aaron Judge secured it. And I'm waiting on Shohei Ohtani. $40 to win $2,400. Right now, the cash out is $553. All right, timeout. My next one.
There's
same two. Manny Machado is my home run in the late game.
Oh.
So should I take one and ride Shohei Ohtani at home?
No, don't talk about it. Be about it. Ride that shit out.
Ohtani hit a home run last night.
My cash out in the Manny Machado one is 651. I think I might just smash that and ride out Shohei.
Hold on. If you take both of them, though, it's $1,000.
Yeah, why don't you just take both?
Just take them both. Just cash out both. You're set up for the weekend.
Listen to these dumbasses. They were saying, "Oh, yeah, how could you possibly?" They got 2 tickets, just need 1 home run. They're cashing both out.
One ticket's $50. One ticket's $40.
See how it changes, y'all? See how that changes that quickly?
Getting greedy.
Uh-huh.
But Shohei's at home.
He hit one last night, just FYI.
Okay.
So did Kyle Schwarber.
Bird in the hand's worth more than 2 in the bush.
Oh my gosh.
Do you need a drum roll?
I need a sip of my beer.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what.
Dennis,
if it hits.
How are your welts doing?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Dennis got hit with the paintball gun last weekend. Ooh, that's a gnarly.
Yeah, it's not bad though.
I don't think
Does it hurt?
My back is bad.
I don't see it.
The one on my arm's not bad.
Did it hurt as much as you thought, or not as much as you thought?
I felt the same as what I thought.
About what you thought?
Yeah.
So
Paintballs didn't break. I don't think that helped.
them things were like rocks.
They were hard. Yeah,
So
those things have been in there.
we delivered on 2 of the punishments over the weekend. Dennis got shot up by some paintballs, and I waxed an armpit.
Yeah, how did that feel?
I think the wax was so hot,
Dude, that was hilarious.
that when Tony pulled it, like it was numb, like I didn't feel it, but it hurt.
I went back and watched the video. I was crying, laughing. I could not stop laughing.
Yeah. And when we put the video out, sorry about the language to my Mormon fam,
And
my
the children.
my Mormon in-laws. I'm sorry. It was just
Do they follow our accounts?
they do.
Oh, they should
Nice.
definitely
They
not
do.
listen to this.
So
Nice.
excuse my profanity. It was a tense situation.
Jacob normally never cusses.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, fuck that.
See you in church on Sunday, Jacob.
I was, looking back at the paint, I was just a little bit behind you though.
Yeah,
I wasn't leading.
You
I caught up to him, but I
towards
wasn't
the
leading.
end.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was trying to bring the gun around, and the balls were just missing you, and then he finally got up to you, and that's when it started hitting.
But you also took off.
And then I'd run right into it.
You also took off before I was even ready.
That's strategy.
Like we were waiting to get the video going.
I'm the rabbit. I take off when I'm ready. I'm going.
That's strategy. He's only running 30 yards once. That's it.
And I did it with a 5-gallon bucket on my head with a hole cut out.
That was
perfect.
And you hit me in the head.
Yes,
I was not aiming for your head. I promise.
I did hear a doink.
What did it sound like inside it? What did it sound like in all the paintballs whizzing by in the bucket? I think it was way over 30.
I couldn't hear anything.
It was way over.
Oh,
30.
that thing was a half a
It was
hop.
like,
It's probably like 100. Yeah. Yeah, I did pretty good to get out of there with just 3.
Thank you to Tyler for bringing that gun, hooking that whole
That
thing.
gun, that
Thanks,
thing
big
was
dog.
sick, dude.
Old Bob Long, man. I used to have one of them back in the day.
That thing
when I was bigger than
badass.
paintball. Those things are sweet.
No, I only had the Titman 98.
That's what I had. That thing was nuts.
I had 2 of them.
Yeah.
I thought it was good back in the day because the guns prior to that were real nubs.
Oh, it was all reliable.
Yes, it was the best that we could afford.
Yeah, it was like the Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah, I think it was like a $300 gun. You could get like some spider gun for like $120.
But they were always broken.
And I think they were pump action. You remember them pump action
those
plastic?
stubs, yeah.
Dude.
The Titmans were cool though because you could customize them like crazy.
I had some
Get
stuff
the-
on mine. I don't remember. I had like
the
a barrel.
Yeah. Paintball was fun back in the day.
It was fun. Kepper had a good paintball setup.
Did he?
Yeah. His backyard, they had those 2 hills in that big valley.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Playing on both sides, and there were like bunkers set up all up and down the hills. That was a good time.
We used to play at my uncle's property. He had like 10 acres of woods, and somehow my dad and him got 2 like trash pop-up campers. You know, the kind that you like wind and they come up, right? the little
yeah,
trailer pop-up campers. They got those for free somewhere. So we towed them back in the woods with a 4-wheeler, and we towed them about, I don't know, 5 football fields apart, and we'd open them up, and those were like home bases, and then we would play like capture the flag, and that was like your home base. So man, we had some fucking good times.
Cool. Paintball was fun. It would still be fun to, even one weekend. Like, we always do the same shit.
It's just so expensive now just to have all the gear and the guns.
I would just go rent it. Just go to a paintball place.
You can do that
for the day.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah,
that's a little different though. The paintball places that you go to, it's different than just being in the woods.
Oh yeah,
the woods is way better
than
just jumping around some blow up,
right? Diving behind.
Yeah, I mean that's cool, but then it's like it doesn't really bring back memories of when we played because I was always in the woods.
Yeah, same. Hide behind a tree.
Yep.
You just hear the tree.
That's it.
Lit up.
That's it. You just go slow as possible without making noise.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But the competitive paintball, that's a big thing still. Like.
Oh yeah,
not Tony, but I got another buddy who does it. And they have like sponsorships.
Oh,
they get
some of those.
They get a couple grand in prize money. They're traveling all over the country doing it. We used to go to this place in Pennsylvania all the time, and they had different courses. They would have blow up. Then they had like a fort set up, and it was.
Did you see that thing where I sent you when you're on like an old school bus and it's like a zombie apocalypse, and the zombies pop up and you just pepper them with paintball guns?
I don't think so.
I think it looks sick. Just getting blasted on the bus, just peppering zombies with a paintball gun. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Tony, you can talk.
I'm busy.
He's having a moral dilemma right now.
Are you going to cash that out or what?
Should I?
He's not going to.
My soul is telling me to cash it out, but I was talking all that shit.
Literally 5 minutes ago, I was talking shit.
I ain't cashing out on 11
This is
grand.
nowhere near the payout of.
He's logged into Bank of America right now, saying,
"Do I really need?
Do I need this?
Do I need the 600?
Dude, I could really use $6,000 right now.
Good wheel.
But I could also use 500.
Touche. Sometimes it'd be like that.
But just think the dilemma you're in now. Imagine if you had a potential $116,000 ticket.
I would go outside and throw up and shit my pants at the same time right now if that was the case. I kind of want to do that now. 6,000.
You know, what'd be funny is if you cash that ticket out, both of them, and then we end up winning more by parlaying both of them together.
No, because if I cash one of them out, I'm definitely putting money on both of them to hit. Well, just getting back to our betting weekend, I will say for me, I lost 4 parlays on a hook. One was the college bet that I lost on 1 point, well, half a point, but I needed 1 more point for Texas in the Texas game. Yeah.
You know, UL Monroe had the ball inside the 10 like twice.
Yes, I know.
They got no points.
Yeah, the one late in the game, they turned it over.
Was it a turnover?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, betting college football can be the harshest shit sometimes. Because you think it's like a lock. It's not.
And Tyler was asking me on Sunday, he's like, do you like betting college or NFL better? And I mean, as you know, what you said is not wrong, but I think I like college better.
I like college because you're never out of it.
Right.
And then you're like, you might think, a team getting 7 points and being up 17 at half is good to go. It's not.
I never liked betting college because I don't really follow a lot of college like that. But now, being around you guys, I do. I watch all the college.
I feel like you're getting more knowledgeable in college.
Yeah.
Just from
just like looking
3
at
4 weeks in. Yeah.
Just looking at the numbers and stuff like that. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better.
Are you taking the Tide this weekend? Because you are.
I mean, I have to.
Crimson Tide.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I'm gonna
on the money line.
I'm gonna throw it on the money line.
Do you like them, or are you just going with them because that's your team?
No.
If you are, that's terrible
both,
advice.
I mean both, but at the same time, like it's a big game. They're playing at home. So they have the advantage there.
They won like 3 out of 4.
But the last 2 games, they've started off really, really slow. And the last thing we need is Georgia to come out firing. And now they're chasing to catch back up.
I don't think Georgia's offense is as explosive as it has been in years past.
No. They have glimpses of it, but there's also a quarter here, a quarter there where like they can't move the ball. You're like, who the hell is this team?
Almost lost to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky's tough, especially on the road, but They scored 1 touchdown in that game.
I'll tell you what, I don't give a piss about nothing but the time.
I was trying to find the meme for that, and or the GIF for it, or GIF, whatever you call it. I was trying to send that to you, but I couldn't find one.
Willie.
Yeah, roll die Willie.
Do you like the Tide as well, Michael?
I do.
Yeah, I think the Tide is the play.
Money line, or I don't even know what the spread. What was the
Spread's
spread?
only 2.
Two. Yeah, so money line.
Yeah.
I'm riding with everything that your boy said.
Yeah,
So
why not?
I'm riding. I don't love it. I don't really like it, but I'm riding.
I mean, I never loved betting for my team either. Like I stayed away from the Commanders game last night.
In all reality, I hope, because that's a 7:00 game, right? I would assume 8:00 game.
It might be 4.
Where's game day this way? Is that where game day is too?
Probably at Bama, if I had to guess.
Yeah, no, well, it's at Alabama. Yeah, Bama. Yeah.
What time's the game? Because in all, realistically, I would love to be up by 7, 8 o'clock, where I can just
The game is at
Hammer it.
7:30 at night.
right.
What is
So
30?
that's the ideal scenario.
Yeah, and right now Alabama money line plus 110.
I went back
Spread's still 2.
went back to 110.
Over under is 51.5.
Good
Well,
game.
it opened at 51.5. Now it's 48.5.
So we're gonna be at Tyler and Pilar's daughter's birthday.
Yeah.
That day, I think it's at 2, maybe.
I
But
think so.
when we leave there, we need to make arrangements to watch the game. Are you working or?
No, I'll be there. I'm coming straight from Maddie's
to the
game.
party.
Y'all are going
So where are we watching the Tide game at?
wherever
When we get
I don't
back
care.
here.
Ashley works tonight, so I'll just have the girls.
I'm working Saturday and Sunday, but I can. It's 7:30, so I should be good.
You're working from home. Are you going in?
I'm working from home. I was gonna go in, but now I'm just. Nobody else is going in, so I'm just gonna work from home.
Yeah, so you'll be ready to unwind
Yeah.
in the afternoon. I mean, I would hope by then.
Yeah, we're good.
Depends how bad the books are.
You got to cook the books.
I mean, there's only so much you can do at that point. Hope and pray. Start making excuses.
If I put $200 of my bonus bet, it would be 26.42.
We're still talking about this.
Oh my god!
Well, sorry, I just pulled it. Sorry, just pulled it up. No, let's stop talking about it. Yeah, let me have my moment.
Let me just give you a scenario. If Michael was asking you what to do right now, what would you tell him?
You know what I would say.
I know.
You
I
got
know what you've already said.
I would-
where there was a bigger money.
Yeah, you got to see the game start. That's my thing. You got to see the game start.
Then put your phone away.
Well, there was something else I was doing.
Yeah,
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, there was. No, I really wanted to go in here and look at my other bets, my hit bet.
He was looking at the start of the Tide game.
That I was too. Yes, that was 7:30.
He's 8 up. Look at him. We're over here doing a podcast on a Tuesday night. He's just staring at his pics.
He'll be up.
happy
He'll be up all night.
I'm happy for him.
I know. I wanted to go to bed early tonight too.
I hope I wake up to like 400 text messages tomorrow. Because I'll
No, you got it. No, you have to stay up and watch it.
I'll try.
Hey, he's going to be coming up to bat here in about 40 minutes, so you should at least see one at bat.
Baseball's hard to watch when you're tired. That is not.
Yeah.
That is not a sport you can stay up and watch.
There's a lot of things that are hard to watch when you're tired.
If I was Tony
Baseball for sure.
for $6,000 on the line, I could stay up for a few at bats for sure. But
I don't even know where they're in the lineup. I don't even want to look at it.
Shohei's 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think he might bat.
Well, Machado. I don't know if he's
He bats 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
I think he's 3. Doesn't matter.
Oh man, if Shohei comes up, well, they're the bottom, so I would definitely see Machado first.
Hey, hold on, has the Dodgers clinched yet? Playoffs or anything?
I don't know.
Because
Yeah. Great
question.
Yeah.
I mean, do they have something to play for tonight?
I think San Diego's also clinched.
So they have both clinched.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see.
Sometimes I think that might help because they're just swinging free,
Right.
no pressure.
No pressure.
Shohei's trying to put up as many home runs this season as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if he takes one at bat and then they pull him out and someone DHs for him?
They don't do that.
So yeah, the Dodgers have clinched. San Diego has not because they're in the same division.
And
They haven't clinched a wild card?
Machado bet sounded better and better.
I know. It's funny. You would like the Otani one, but that's not how betting works. It's the Machado one that would hit.
Yep.
Yeah. Shohei just get up there and he's just swinging free. I mean, they're already.
That could be.
I don't know, Dennis, man.
That could be a good thing too. Just no care, you know. Have you guys ever? Did you guys like tally up your bets over the weekend or anything? How you did?
No, I have not. But like I was telling y'all when I first walked in, I was just looking at all my bets, and I easily had 8 or 9 of them that died on one leg. Some of them were the first quarter bets, things that I sent y'all. I actually like doing those. Did y'all click on the first quarter bets that I sent?
Yes,
I put it in.
I actually like doing that.
I followed it
because that could go either way. And I try not to go like too heavy. I think it was like 5 or 6 legs on it, but like some of them have like great odds. It's like half a yard.
Yeah, I followed it.
You know? I mean, the one I hit, it was a fucking $5 bet for $100 and some. Yeah. You know, the one, and I originally had 10 on it. That would have been nice if I would have hit for 200 something.
You hit the first quarter one?
Yeah, I've hit one before. I hit one not this weekend, the weekend before.
We didn't hit the one this past weekend.
No,
I had a good weekend, but the Terry McLaurin touchdown last night helped.
Dude, that was solid. I wish you would have sent that because when you sent the Eckler one, I was all in.
Yeah,
it happened quick.
I know. It's all good.
I can tell you what.
That would have been solid. I would have definitely.
What Eckler one is it?
I know.
You mean Brian Robinson?
Odds.
You mean Brian Robinson one?
No, he sent. Who sent the Eckler one? For Eckler for 2 touchdowns. It was you, right?
2 touchdowns.
No, I had Brian Robinson for
anytime
scoring a touchdown.
I thought one of y'all sent.
I said Eckler in the Brolay.
No. I thought somebody sent a live bet for Eckler 2 touchdowns.
No,
he only had 1.
I think we were joking about it.
He only had 1 touchdown anyway.
I know. It was a live bet. You said you put in a live bet for Eckler.
For McLaurin.
Oh, no. Yeah. I don't think that was I don't remember seeing that.
I didn't tell y'all. Secret.
That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, Travis Kelce. If any of us talk about betting Travis Kelce.
Slap the shit out of us.
I'm done with
It's not going to happen until playoffs.
Yeah.
I might take him first touchdown scoring this week.
Be good odds.
14 more weeks without hitting. I mean, at some point he's going to get one.
Yeah.
He just looks old and slow out there.
Yeah,
he doesn't even look good.
I really think they're saving him. They're just not.
Well,
he went off in the playoffs last year, so I think they're just letting him ride out. It's probably his last season. He's going to retire after this.
No, he's not.
Did
you see the story about how the media is speculating that Travis or Mahomes isn't throwing him the ball because he's with Taylor, who leans more left, and Mahomes' wife leans more right?
Oh, is that true?
Well, it is true, but I haven't seen.
They are good friends, but politically, I mean, that's true.
But even Kelce, like he's telling you, he's not playing well. He has no wiggle anymore. They're trying to dump it off, where all he's got to do is beat a corner.
Yeah.
He can't even beat a corner. 1-on-1, 260 pounds, 6'5". You can't get around a corner? Washed.
I was glad to see Bijan finally get in the end zone.
He did finally. Okay. He's gonna have a big game here soon.
I know he's gonna be on the radar for a 2 touchdown game. We'll have a potentially 3 touchdown game this year.
Catching touchdown, rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
Who do they play this weekend?
The Falcons.
Yeah.
Somewhat tough. It's a good game. Saints.
Could be it.
You'd think that'd be a high scoring game too. What's the total?
42.5.
That's trappy low.
I like
and Falcons are getting just 1.5.
They're at home.
At home.
I'll take the Falcons.
Give me Bijan and Kamara for a touchdown.
I think a good game.
Kamara didn't score last week.
Good game this weekend is going to be Minnesota and Green Bay.
Green Bay. Love's coming back.
But is he though?
Yeah, he's supposed to.
I thought he was going to play this last game. He was out on the field at the beginning of the game warming up, and he looked like he was going to go in the game. But I will say Malik Willis has been looking really good.
He moves the ball.
Yeah.
He looked great this weekend. I mean,
it's funny too because Josh Jacobs has not done anything.
No.
Their run game is trash.
Yeah.
They're just, I don't know. They're just.
Which he's a solid running back too. I'd figure that he was going to have a great season with Green Bay.
Bell cow in Oakland. or Las Vegas. Sorry.
Yeah.
You think Buffalo blew their wad yesterday? They play the Ravens this week.
I would probably lean the Ravens. I mean, I like the Bills. I honestly do like Josh Allen. I think he's a pretty solid quarterback, but he just makes a lot of mistakes down in the red zone. But yesterday,
He's leading the league in everything.
He moved the ball very well, but I mean, Jags defense just looked terrible.
Their whole defense in Jags plus 5.5 was the defense.
Yeah.
Well, and you can't just blame it all on defense because Lawrence looked terrible.
He did. Yeah.
Throwing
Wide open.
Skipping the ball right across the middle.
Yeah, ETN, he crushed a lot of parlays yesterday, too.
He got some garbage time yards, though.
I know. A lot of people had him for a touchdown.
Should have known.
Man, if I would have put in that 2+ touchdown parlay that I had a week prior with Kyron Williams, Derrick Henry, and Jonathan Taylor.
That would have paid probably $10,000 on probably like $100,000.
Derrick Henry got me 2+ touchdowns, though.
That was smart. We knew it was coming.
Oh, yeah.
Especially playing that weak ass team.
You can count it.
After y'all were talking and say that I forgot about, I mean, you talked me into it because you were like, Dallas had the opportunity to go and sign him and never called him. But then Jerry Jones came out and said that he was too expensive after Jerry Jones also said that he was going all in the off season. And they gave Dak
all the money.
Yeah.
Well, I read this story today. They said they're paying Trey Lance $5 million guaranteed a year to be the backup. They could have just
Dallas is.
Yeah, they could have just.
They could have just kept Andy Dalton.
Right.
Andy Dalton is the savior of the Panthers right now.
Let's face it. If your backup quarterback is starting for most teams, you're fucked anyways.
Right.
You should not be paying Trey Lance fucking $5 million. Now that's crazy.
It's almost like it was a succession plan to Dak, but then you paid Dak all that money too. So it's like, why do you have such an expensive backup?
Yeah.
I don't know though. Is that what backup quarterbacks get nowadays?
I think they get way more than that, but
what do you think the deal is with Dallas's defense? I thought that they were pretty good last year. Do you think with the coordinator leaving?
I think they've always had an issue in the
Bland's out, but Bland's not the true answer on that entire defense.
No, they're just they need serious upgrades at the cornerback and safety positions. They can't run with these wide receivers. They can't play single coverage. And
I think they partly overachieved last year on defense. Like all those turnovers, pick sixes. But Bland had,
but that was Bland.
Like the first 7 games.
Yeah, he broke the record.
It's kind of fluky though.
Yeah, well,
he got roasted towards the end of the season.
Yeah, well,
Diggs,
the interceptions.
Diggs is getting roasted. My man can't cover worth dog doo doo.
They can't stop,
which is crazy because I felt like Diggs is like a pretty solid.
They can't stop
defensive player
either.
I mean, you love Diggs.
No, I do love Diggs. Yeah,
because he's from Roll Tide. Hey, remember a couple weeks ago how we said we missed the Sam Darnold coming back to 49ers angle? Mm-hmm. And we should have bet him because he was going to light up his old team?
Yeah.
Aaron Jones, running back of the Vikings, going back to Lambeau.
Vikings look tough.
Yeah.
I know.
Lambeau's a tough place to play, though. Like, I feel like if Darnold's going to come back to earth, that might be the spot.
They might just hand it to Aaron Jones 25 times.
Is he hurt? Is Darnold hurt? No.
Not that I've seen.
Or no, it was Andy Dalton that went down.
Did y'all see Brett Favre's got Parkinson's?
Yeah, saw that.
Yeah, it sucks.
That whole thing that he's going through right now is insane.
What's he going through?
It's a
the legal thing?
Yeah.
That's been going on, right?
Yeah, it's still going on. He was involved. I'd have to read it.
Like a Ponzi scheme or something?
No, he took
charity money or something. Money supposed to be for charity,
but the guy who involved with it all was keeping it for himself. Wasn't doing what he was supposed to do with the money, but it
all falls back on him.
They're kind of roping him in on it, kind of blaming Favre, like that. It was all like kind of his
because he's
thing.
Favre,
yeah. Because
he's a multimillionaire, and he's the spotlight.
Michael's over there pumping his fist.
What do you got?
I need a Rushman hit, and this parlay is alive somehow.
Stephen A.
Soto got a hit.
Smith had a pretty hot take today
What'd he say?
about the Cowboys.
Oh, he always has hot takes about the Cowboys. I love it. There's nothing.
So,
hold on, before you do that, there's nothing that gets me more excited when the Cowboys lose and Stephen A. Smith pans into himself. He's like, dude, there's nothing funnier than that shit. Sorry, go ahead, Jacob.
I will say that it's pretty funny.
So, if they lose this weekend,
Which they are.
okay.
The Cowboys?
Yeah.
They're not losing this weekend.
Okay.
Because they don't play this. They don't play this weekend.
Or if they keep losing,
They lose to the Giants.
Malik Neighbors.
Emergency alert.
Neighbors is going to have a 100+ yard game
He's a stud.
with 2 touchdowns.
Again?
Yeah, with 2 touchdowns.
Imagine if he had
They're going to shut them down.
a competent quarterback throwing to him.
you were just talking about their corners and safeties, and they're going to shut them down.
Yeah, they're going to get lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Jones,
They're going to have a game.
he's going to underthrow him by 30 yards.
Yeah, every once in a while they'll come out and they'll shut them down. You'll be like, oh wait, maybe they got the defense is
Going to
getting
the
right.
Super Bowl, baby.
I'm him.
What was he saying now?
Belichick, head coach next year.
It won't
Dallas?
help. Won't help. It's
That
not.
would be wild.
It's not a coaching problem.
I mean, his name is always going to be thrown around.
It's always the coach's fault. It's always a coaching problem.
What's
Like
the-
But they've always talked about bringing in a coach. They wanted to talk about Tomlinson there for a while. Who was the other? I mean, Belichick's always been in the conversation, but there was one more coach too that they were, besides McCarthy. When they signed McCarthy, of course, he's coming off of being fired by Green Bay, and they thought he was the answer, and he isn't the answer.
Did y'all see that?
someone's got to be the fall guy.
I called it from the very beginning. Mike McCarthy will be fired before the end of the season, and it's looking like he's going to be fired by the midpoint of the fucking season.
And replaced by Belichick.
I don't think
Belichick's
you
gonna come
can't bring
come
in now.
with his hood, a Dallas
You
hoodie.
can't bring in a head coach at the beginning of the season. You just got to ride with your coordinators.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that interview? Well, it wasn't an interview. They were at a practice with Jamie Foxx. And
Yes.
Jones is
Jerry
talking.
Yeah, talking about somebody's dick sign.
5'11", 210, 4'40", 8.5-inch dick.
You know
What?
He turned the live off real quick.
the reporter asked him about it, and he said, "I don't recall saying that.
Well, you did. You did say it.
That was AI generated."
But that makes you think, like, what are they really asking these players that are coming out in the combine? Like,
Yeah, like how do you know? that,
because
Jerry?
you have heard that they ask them like random questions all the time.
Well, they're definitely trying to assess their character for sure.
But is your dick size really like playing into the conversation if you're going to be a good player or not?
Maybe he
Or
needs to know
you're
the
just being a creep and you're just like wondering what kind of locker room situation you're going to be looking like when you come in off a big win, guys coming out of the showers and stuff.
maybe
What
they
you work with? You got a hog or you showering with a bathing suit on? Which one is it?
maybe they needed to know what size cup to order for him.
Yeah, sure.
Those guys don't wear cups, man. What is this, Pee-wee? I mean, they're playing like a Pee-wee football team, but they might actually be wearing cups right now. Yeah, no. Mike McCarthy, I'm telling you, he's going to be fired.
I just think it's a culture, dude. They haven't won since the 90s. I think Jerry Jones is he doesn't let the coaches do their jobs. And I think that just wears on him after, one season of not being successful, and all of a sudden that pressure's on, the spotlight's on. You got Jerry breathing down your neck, judging every decision you make. So you're walking on eggshells, probably
judging
talking
dick
yourself
sizes.
out of good decisions. Yeah, he's picking some guy with an 8.5-inch dick over an 8.25-inch dick.
I mean, that was always the situation with Dan Snyder, too.
Same.
Just having way too much control within the organization instead of just being an owner and just trusting your guys that you hire.
Yeah.
They have a discipline problem every game. They just penalty after penalty.
But that's coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-coached teams don't have stupid penalties game in, game out. One game here and there, sure. People are human, but if it's every single week, it's a coach's job to get them ready to play. You're not ready to play if you have the same penalties week in, week out.
Yeah, you're making if they're making the mistakes in the game like that, they're for sure making those same mistakes at practice.
It's just like
So if you're not handling them at practice, it's going to transition right over into the game.
it's just like parenting. When you're doing stupid shit as a kid, you have your parents in the back of your mind. You're like, I'm going to go home. If I do this, I'm going to go home and get my ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
If you know there's no repercussions, you're not even thinking about that.
Right.
Same thing.
That's true. Yeah, I know my kid is a problem. I don't discipline him at home. and then they go out and okay, yeah, you do that. Hey, why'd you do that? Instead of
Because you
hey,
can.
I better not do this, man. My mom and dad, they gonna whoop my ass, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, y'all go ahead. I'm good.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, you know how we were letting them run upstairs for a little while by themselves? Dude, they crushed 2 boxes of muffins.
Did they really?
Dude, they're animals.
Cassidy was like, where are all the muffins? Because Atlas eats them like they're candy. They were gone.
Yeah, they're
so
absolutely.
Well, when I saw the box
So
of
funny.
fruit snacks fall in the closet, I was like, oh my God, these kids are about to rifle through these freaking fruit snacks, dude. You better hurry up and hide them damn thing.
I'm gonna tell you, it's almost worse getting all together with them.
I was thinking that on Sunday. I
told Amanda and Lauren when Lauren came and brought Amanda home. I said, it's like a zoo.
You've got
dude,
crying, running all over the place.
It is a zoo.
It's chaos. They're
Rip the house apart.
fighting, crying, tearing through everything. I'm like, you know what? Next time y'all go out, I'm just gonna stay home.
I agree.
Ain't nothing against y'all.
No,
but
I agree.
look, put them all to sleep when we can get together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's kids, man. It the fighting and all that shit.
But it's like,
but then like towards the end, I mean, they were all singing,
chilling.
dancing.
But I don't know. The kids are all spread out. Like I'm trying to keep an eye on Beckham.
They want to be outside. When you're outside, they want to be inside. And so either way, you're worried about if they're inside. You're worried about are they tearing somebody's house up? If they're outside, you're like, all right, are you playing out in the fucking road?
Then you got the babies who are following them everywhere. That's my thing. Like, guys, just stay right here, and the babies will stay here. And
once the older kids start venturing out and doing things, the younger ones just want to follow along.
Yeah.
And it's hard to keep track of them, especially it's different here. I mean, it's probably the same as my house. Like, you can't control them in a backyard.
Yeah,
so if like here, Michael's the only one that has a fence around his yard, so it's easy to contain all them. So they're not going to get out of the gate unless one of the bigger kids let them out.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a little easier to contain them here. It's just worrying about them going in and out the freaking house, man. That's like my thing. Like, I tell my kids, like, just stay outside.
Yeah.
You're inside or you're outside. If we tell you not to go inside, don't go inside.
Yeah. But if you tell them not to go inside, they want to go inside.
They want to go inside
more than anything.
Yeah.
They kept wanting to go over to your house.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what they always do.
nothing over there.
They walk over there. They go in the garage. They pull all the fucking toys out. They play with them for 2 minutes, and then.
I mean, I love that they're playing with toys instead of stuck in the iPad.
That is true.
But yeah, come on, guys. I mean, who do you think cleans this stuff up after they're done? They just Magic Fairy?
Yeah.
But I got Cassidy burning in my ear right now. The one day that's not going to be there, and that's I was having like a mini panic attack because there was just shit happening everywhere, and I was like, you know what?
It's cool when they're behaving, they're playing, but it took 5 hours of them acting like complete rabid animals
to get to that point. I guess they got tired or something.
Dude, I just now tonight went to the basement and cleaned it from the last 3 times kids were over there because, throughout the past month. Because I hit a breaking point. I'm like, I'm not cleaning this fucking basement anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck the basement.
No, I don't
it can burn down for all I give a fuck. Fuck this basement. And I literally let it rot. Yeah. And there's food all over the floor.
Crunched up snacks, food.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not cleaning this basement.
Yeah.
Like I was putting my foot down. Well, I eventually gave in.
No, I do the same thing.
But like I'm at that point because it's not just the toys now. They're getting into food, and I got all my bar cups out with straws. And like I'm just like,
that's
guys,
way too much.
and then they're going in all my storage rooms.
Yes,
and like building forts under my freaking my totes of Christmas decorations. Yeah. Oh my god. Anyways,
nothing is safe.
I love them kids.
They're feral.
They are feral as fuck. Do love them, but God, they're animals, dude.
Were we like that as kids?
Hell no.
Probably.
Hell no.
Probably.
We're just severely outnumbered, especially when we're by ourselves.
I mean, it was
even the girls are by themselves. Do you think they're the same way?
Yeah, I think so. But again, like our wives are all the same. Like I feel like our wives can control it a little bit better, but they also let the shit happen and not care about it so much with us, Yeah. When it's with us, it's the constant, like, you got kids just coming up, be like, oh, pushed me, or you hit me, or, such and such is upstairs and they're, messing with this. It's like, that stresses us out as guys, because we just want to, especially during football, we just want to sit down and watch football. Y'all can play down here. We're just telling you, do whatever.
The door was
but
open.
Keep your hands to yourself. Yeah. Stop telling on each other. Figure it out as kids. Yeah. If you don't like what somebody's telling you, I tell my kids all the time, you don't like how somebody's talking to you, or if they push you, walk the other way.
Yes.
It's simple as that.
Tell them to stop.
Yeah, tell them to stop. Tell them that what you said hurt your feelings.
Yes.
Express yourself in that way. Don't run up to us and say, this is happening. It's like, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I've told you so many times how to handle it.
That's part of the benefit of them playing together, is learning problem solving skills.
Yeah.
They were fighting.
Our wives just handle it.
They were fighting for a minute there.
Fucking balloons on the ground, and they're fighting over the balloons one balloon that they had, and they're all the same.
There's another balloon over there.
There's 25 on the floor. Go pick one of those up. No, I want that one.
Yeah.
I know. Atlas was playing with the damn nugget and didn't want anybody else to play with the nugget. I'm like, dude, calm the fuck on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over that fucking nugget.
Just wait. Listen, just walk away.
I'm going to throw them
Wait until they're done and then go back again.
over a damn cushion.
I hid them in our basement in the bedroom closet. Sure as shit. Go down in the basement. There's a fucking fort built in there. They ripped the closet open, found it, pulled them all out, built stuff, and left it. I hid them just so they didn't fight over them. Still do. They find it, dude. They can sniff it. Whatever you don't want them to find, they'll sniff it out.
I just laugh when what Atlas was doing, and then Fallon does the same thing. If someone else just comes and wrecks it, right? That's frustrating, right? Isn't that frustrating when someone does something you don't want them to do? Now you understand how I feel every fucking 5 minutes of my life.
But they don't want to hear that. And
no, they don't. They don't understand. But I'm like,
and that's where the wives handle it better, because they don't do that.
Are they not listening?
They don't respond like that.
Are your friends not listening?
How frustrating that must be.
Ashley gets on me all the time for responding to the kids in that way. And she's like, and you wonder why they respond to us like that way, because you're doing the same exact thing to them. And I'm like, yeah, I guess you got a point, but I just don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? So I think the way that I'm responding is good.
And my thing is, it's not okay. It's not okay that you are acting that way. And we're just different. We're just, we're
telling you, man, the wives handle it different.
We're men, dude.
Yeah.
Even if I saw how the wives,
my dad would fuck me up.
Oh yeah,
if I was acting like that.
Same with my dad.
Whoop that belt.
Yeah,
would he out like that? And it got to the point where I was just run. I mean,
I was saying, I was running. It was a chase.
My babysitter had a wooden spoon back in the day, and we a big wooden spoon.
My mom was always
that thing out the can.
She was more of the threat with the belt than my dad was. My dad, y'all know my dad. He's a bigger guy, but he would just be the initial threat. Just him, the image of him, threatening us. You do that, I'm gonna put you in timeout, and I'm giving you an ass whooping.
It was a fear.
But then when my dad came in the room, instead of my mom, we were like, oh yeah, he's not going to hit us that hard. My mom come in the room, boy, she is swinging that belt. And she don't care if the buckle is on that moment.
Moms are more patient. So when you do break them over that tipping point,
it's not good.
You fucked up.
Not good.
You know you messed up.
Yeah, Cassidy sends me videos all the time, and I'm like, fuck, what?
I know.
What did I do now? What? Because I don't think about it as I'm doing it,
Yeah.
And every time I see him, I'm like,
I
appreciate it.
So your wife sends you videos how other people react to the kids, those type of videos?
Well, it's not how it's. I guess what you should do.
Yeah, my wife sends me those all the time.
I've tried those,
and I've told my wife constantly, when she sends me that stuff, I don't even open them, because I don't care what such and such on social media does with their kids and how you can react to it or how you should react to it. I don't care about that. I know how I react to it. I don't like seeing those videos from my wife, because then it makes me seem like
a bad person.
She's making me
like a shit.
I'm not a good dad. And I know that's not why she's sending me that stuff,
right.
But it just, that's how I think about it. It's like, damn, she's really saying I'm not a good dad. I feel like I'm a great dad. I can't help that the kids do exact opposite of what I just told them 2 minutes ago.
3 times.
Well, it doesn't help too that we're severely outnumbered.
I just would never send my video or my wife a video in regards to that. Like those type of videos, I'd never send my wife anything like that on like how to be a mom, how mom should react. Like I don't do that because that's your way of doing it.
I do love the madness though. Deep down, I do love the madness. I love that we're all together all the time, and
I love it.
Deep down, I know I might not love it in that moment, but when it's all over, all said and done, looking back, cool.
Yeah. I love it because I never grew up. I grew up in a neighborhood and we had our select friends, and I don't remember a lot of my childhood from when we lived in a neighborhood. But like, I never grew up in this situation where all of our kids and families were all together. All the kids played together in like your select group. It was just like all neighborhood kids that would come over for, an hour or two, and we'll play hockey in the street or football in the front yard or whatever. And that was it. And then they went home.
Probably didn't even know their last name.
It was never like we're hanging out every single weekend, every single night, even when the kids come home from school, it's like they get off the bus and they want to pick a house to go into. I never had that growing up. So I do love seeing that. I think it's great for our kids. But at the same time, when like the kids get off the bus, it's like we got sports, we got, this going on. I got to run here. And it's like, and I know it's either between me or Michael's house that they're going into. And it's just like, fuck, I know that they're over at Michael's house. I know Michael's got shit going on. They're probably tearing up shit into all the snacks and everything. We got shit over here. If you're fucking hungry, come back over here. Don't be eating up all their stuff over there. Like, the same thing?
Do you tell your girls the same thing I tell my girls when you send them to my house versus when I send them to your house?
What is that you tell them?
Don't make a mess.
Yes. I tell them that every single time.
Yeah.
I tell them that every single time. And I'm like, I always tell them, don't go in the house. Stay out in the yard. If you want to play in the driveway, play in the backyard so we can see you. I don't want you in their house, especially because, y'all have cleaners and stuff come over your house. And it's like, y'all go in there, y'all make a mess. And I know Amanda's not home yet, and it's all on Michael, and if it's just me or Ashley home, or even if both me and Ashley are home at that point, it's like we got sports. And I love seeing them play together and stuff like that. But it's just like, we got so much shit going on right now. I just need y'all to focus because you need to eat dinner real quick and then we're going to practice.
Well, plus sometimes you just want to relax and chill.
Yeah. But I know that they just had a busy day too. So I don't want them to go off their busy day of being at school and then come home and they're still running around busy. And now we're rushing to get to practice or rushing to make them eat dinner. And it's like we get home at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and it's just like, well, I'm hungry. I want a snack. I want dessert. It's like, well, you should have ate your goddamn dinner when you got off the fucking bus. And then now Maddie has homework when she comes home. So now it's like we come home from sports, and now you got to do homework at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And then now I got to deal with a whining fit because you don't want to do the homework. Well, guess what? We could have knocked the homework out right when you got home. And you could have sat down and ate your dinner. We could have went to sports, came home, take a bath, shower, whatever, and then we could chill for the rest of the night. Yeah. But it's never like
homework
that.
is fucking stupid.
I'm glad that
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree.
I don't agree with that.
You get 8 hours a day.
And again, I know teachers.
Kids up.
I'll never disrespect teachers. I know what they go through, but I just feel like with the homework situation, if you can't do that segment like that teaching ability in your classroom and you're sending the kid home with homework, I just feel like you're not going over it enough to make them understand. Like, you have 8 hours, especially in the elementary grade, like you have 8 hours to teach them. And now you expect them to go home after being in this classroom and do the same exact thing that they were just doing. And with Maddie, it's like a lot of math now, and the math is completely changed from how we grew up doing it. Yeah. And when I'm sitting down trying to do this math, and I don't have a crash course on how to do today's math, so now I'm learning when she's trying to learn. So when like she's telling me the question, I'm like, this is the dumbest freaking way to do numbers right now. Like, you add the numbers. If they're more than 10, you carry the 1, like that's how. Nope. You got to draw a line and dot your zeros, you count your ones, tens, hundreds. And it's just crazy, dude. So it's like, it's stressful for me. And again, shout out to teachers. I know what they go through. I'm not saying that you're not doing your job, but I don't agree with sending kids home with homework. Yeah. I don't.
And hey, surprise, kids, you're never ever going to do math that way ever again in your life, except for in the 3rd and 4th, 5th grade.
Yeah,
very true.
Yeah.
You'll have
I do numbers at work. You probably do numbers at work and stuff too, but it's basic stuff. It's not
Microsoft Excel.
Dennis, you have a master's in finance. Do you do any of the grade school?
No, basic algebra.
Right.
That's it.
they make programs to where you can type in the numbers and it does it themselves. So it's not like you're sitting down and doing it on paper.
Excel. They have formulas for everything.
Yeah, I'm going to highlight these boxes. Go ahead, give me the sum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They should be teaching these kids how to cheat their taxes when they get older.
Yeah.
No,
Or just do your taxes, or even understand what taxes are.
Yeah.
you should never cheat your taxes. You should pay more than you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Just be a good citizen.
For sure.
Well, essentially with your taxes, shouldn't you not pay more? You want to work everything out to where you're even?
I don't think we
He was
should
just
fucking pay taxes at all. Yeah, he was just joking.
That's
Yeah. Okay. I'm making sure. I'm like, I don't want to pay more taxes. What the hell are you talking
Paying
about?
taxes? What?
I don't want to pay shit.
I love paying taxes.
I'd rather have all my money.
when
than
Shohei hits that home run tonight, you need to immediately send the IRS a check.
we got 5 minutes until game time, boys. I
if you hit
think we might want to wrap this up.
They'll withhold taxes automatically for you.
Yeah, they ask you, don't they? I've never hit a big one.
I've never hit Michael. What do they do?
Mike,
I don't have either, but I saw somebody online. They won like $100,000. And they automatically withheld federal and state taxes.
I think it's over.
a certain amount.
It's definitely over a certain amount.
That's kind of nice though, because otherwise, like if you don't realize you're about to get taxed, you're going to spend all that money, and you're going to owe the IRS $20,000 next year.
Yeah, I think it's over like 40,000 or something. 25. For some reason,
This was a big ticket.
40,000.
I want to say it was like 100,000.
But you don't have to. You don't have to pay it right away. You have to fill out a W-9, which just gives them
The amount.
your social security number so they can send you a 1099.
If the IRS is listening, I would happily pay taxes on $100,000.
Yep, give me my 60.
Yeah, happily. Are we doing one Brolay this weekend? Let's try to do one.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Let's see how that works. We
Yeah,
got to switch
just
it up.
one.
Let's just switch
The
it up.
whole weekend.
So
The whole weekend?
you put it in last night, so it's one of you boys.
Okay.
All right.
Well, if I hit this ticket, I'll put it in.
Let's go, Tani.
Either Tani and Manny Machado. Let's go.
Hopefully, by the time everybody's listening to this, Tony's $6,000.
Hopefully, I'm asleep by the second inning. $6,000 richer.
Happy. All right, Brolay out.